Hello there, everyone. Alright, I'm a little bit late today, so I am actually just going to crack on. Let's go here. So, let me just cut these odds and ends before I actually kick on. I don't think there's anything too important here. Yeah, we're all... Oh, hang on, just a touch of energy I want to spend, otherwise I'm just being honestly a bad player. Like, who wants to hoard energy without reason? Like, okay, granted, GLs maybe? But I'm not doing anything GL-wise that would need it, so I spend it. And just a little touch here. Alright. So, let's get to gacking. Our opponent's attacked. So, Tammy's still in Kyber 2, thankfully. We haven't been dislodged or anything silly. I wouldn't say in the bang middle, but we're kind of comfortable here. About 100 off the bottom of Kyber 2. So, first round up against Gunner 420. Let's get the stats up. I did do a plan for this. But let's have a look at what we're facing. Here we go. So, Tammin versus Gunner. We're 12.1 to their 12.3. Zeta's 311 to 352. Omicron's 42 to 44. GL's 7 to 8. Relic's 241 to 231, so a little ahead. Relic 5 Plus is 194 to 173. I'd say that's quite a chunk ahead, so that's very nice to see. Speed's 96 to 29. Very good. 20s 288 to 112, 15s 455 to 337, so very nice. They've got more Datacron rerolls than me, fair play. And just looking through the missing glass. Anything else that's notable? They haven't got Zori built up. They haven't got Jar Jar. They haven't built a quad made that much either. All the ships are in order. And I would say that's suspect modding. I mean, arguably, there is a logic to having a fast Boba Fett in 3v3, but I wouldn't advocate it. Maybe Phasma's to do with TW being on at this point, and they've got a mod fast for TW. But, let's have a look here. Is there any indication that it's a TW guild? Optional TW, so I suspect not. So, yeah, can't say I fully get that. Alright, so, let's get the plan up. So, this is what we're expecting, but who knows? Maybe they've done something different. Alright, so they haven't got through my south wall yet. All one-shots on this wall. Let's just move my camera. There we go. Let's see the south. Anything here? They've taken down Finn and JMK, but they haven't hit Leia, Rey, or Rex 5s yet. As far as characters... oh, they're still attacking, right, so we've caught them in the middle of the act. They've taken down my Executor. They're currently attacking Negotiator. I don't think that would be... I don't think that's a preload. I think that's their first attack. And yeah, my home one's just chilling there. Okay. So let's just see what they've done whilst we're waiting for them to do something. We've got Bad Batch. That's different. We've got Rey, Ben, Ezra. No surprises there. We've got Tuskens. We've got Bounty Hunters. And we've got Queen Amidala. So the one that's changed from this wall is Lord Vader. Quite a surprise that. I would not have put money on Bad Batch being on defense. I mean, even if Bad Batch are kind of a team that you don't really know what you want to do with them, I still would not be throwing them on defense. Right, South Wall. A few changes here by the looks of it. There is a Star Killer, which wasn't there in my plan. GG, which wasn't in the plan. DTMG was. Jabba was. And Qui-Gon was. Sorry, yeah, Qui-Gon was. So, let's remove that, and let's remove Leia. Alright, let's add the new ones in. It's Emperor Palpatine, and it is General Grievous. Okay, quite interesting, those changes, because they would lead me to think that they're things that might now be on the back. Yeah, it was a one battle. That's fair enough. Okay, so we got a few things opening up, like Lord Vader, for instance, is not there, so we've got JML available. But it's for that reason we can't really just go full pelt here. Also, Leia, we're going to do Bane, so we can't just Bane something either. The plan would have been to do CLS with there, but I think we just moved CLS down to this Hunter team. We might be able to do Afra on that. I know I've got GG on defense. It's a shame because I've heard GG's good at taking down Starkiller still. Saying that, maybe CLS is better used there, now I think about it. Yeah, I think that's fair. And then kind of want to do Mon Mothma there. I know it used to be a counter, but actually, I'll tell you what, that actually feels much better in my mind, doing Night Sisters. The banners could be a bit sketchy, but I think I prefer it. And then, just tentatively for now, I'll put Mon Mothma on Bad Batch, but that's flexible. So, let me just check some crons. That one doesn't surprise me, it's the good level 6. Termite again, that's fair game. Imperial Troopers dealing 100% more damage on their turn. Now that one actually nobbled me last time, so I am going to make a change there. I was going to do Adrad, but instead we're going to do Malgus. Nothing indicates to me they've got the Great Mothers on defense. Maybe they've changed things, but I'm going to just double check before I go into the battle if we need to go with a full-on Malak team. But hopefully not. Let me just move this across. I'm struggling to click things. My thoughts are we can do Adrad now on Iden. Hopefully for better banners. And it could be a bit sketchy, but we'll try Imperial Troopers on some Bounty Hunters if we face them. But yeah, I would like to check Malgus there with that Kron in particular. Right, so Malgus. And then on defense, it is Dark Trooper Moff Gideon. Let's just make sure his pals are in there. And as far as Kron's defensive primary, we want that one. Is there anything else on it that's worth adding in? Buff Dispel's not the biggest of threats. Okay, so if I exclude the 3 that we would need for any potential braver shenanigans. That's still 73%. Granted, that's Assassin. If we put Marauder in, it drops down a bit. Talon's 100%. Might be worth the gamble, though. I don't really want to start with committing to a drop, though. If we re-include them... Yeah, 100%. Okay. One last check before we commit to that. I know I'm doing a lot of checking, but I figure... let's not take any chances. Here we go, so... let me pull this up. Let me just check if I can find anything. No, it's all images. Right, can't see GM there. So I'm going to assume. Let's not assume, let's just double check. There we go, I've got my answer. Gunnar does not have built up Great Mothers, so we are fine. Alright. Checks completed. So we can afford to go full Malgus. Alright. With that all done, let's get into battle. We've got 16 minutes until the first ad break on Twitch. Let's waste no more time. And very rare I feel I can afford to use this, so why not? Yep, that would happen. Counters, please, thank you. Stroke, thank you. Let's do that for another attack out of turn and remove some turn meter. Yeah, Chewie's going to get hit a bit bad there. So, not perfect banners, but 64 I think that was. That's a decent start. Let's try and keep track of what they're doing as well. They've obviously cleared my fleet. Have they touched anything down here? Oh, they preloaded Ray. Okay. Wait, it was Ray, wasn't it? Yeah, okay. A good sight for us to see. Okay. This is why you gotta love it when people attack at the same time as you. Alright, GG. Night Sisters could get funky. Let's get this right again. I know I could be arguably over searching here, but 1,000. And just realised I didn't add the filtering I wanted. Defending Datacron Primary, it's this bulky level 6 one, and that'll do. I don't think the others were anywhere near important. Alright, win rate's down. Alright, is there any bounty on to line up? I'm just throwing grief there, just in the sense of, right. 73.33 out of 15 battles. Okay. Let's see what other options they're suggesting here with this. I'm not surprised Wampa's low. Adrad's high, that's good. I have got DTMG on defense, haven't I? Somehow. Oh yeah, I'm doing a weird thing where I haven't got Gideon in there. Say a weird thing, I know I shouldn't do it. Alright, so I haven't got Bad Batch built anyway. They're on defense. Suppose we could go Raven. Hey Upsop, how you doing? You lost your GAC due to you running out of teams that would do anything? That happens to me all the time, man. It's unlucky though. Never nice to hear about. Never nice to hear about. What kind of Ray comp was it? I'll have a look at that actually. I think we go for that. What was it? It was Mon, Kyle, Luthen. Ray Holdo Fulcrum. Okay, if it was the Fulcrum one, yeah, she's going to be an absolute pain in the ass. Current Datacron means that she takes a turn every time you take a turn. So yeah, you really want to deal with Fulcrum fast. Let's pass that to Kyle. There's the DI. Let's just whack GG, I guess. And now it's just a waiting game. Yep, let's take one for the team. Yep, kind of stuck on this droid a minute. Oh, saying that, we are stuck on you. Begone, Grievous. Please. Oop, okay. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Can I actually, I thought I could ignore Taunt with one of these. Like one of Luthen's passives. Oh, okay. Scratch that. Hey up, Drafts, how you doing? You know what? Recover protection, all in. Just kill him. 56. Okay. Let's take the Night Sisters off there. Let's shove Mon on. Did I pencil Mon in elsewhere? I did. Let's move her back to where she's gone. There we go. We'll work out Bad Batch in a bit. Oh, okay. I'm going to say I don't follow golf at all, but I know I heard something about Tiger Woods the other day. I thought, okay. It's one of those things, you know, you just kind of passively hear about in the background. Yeah. I mean, I'm a bit... I wouldn't say I'm exactly the same there, but with tennis, I do tend to pay more notice when certain tennis tournaments are on. I usually follow Wimbledon closely, but aside from that, I don't tend to watch anything. I say Wimbledon, you know, if it's another Grand Slam, I try to, but usually the times just affect me there. Like watching, say, the Australian Open, not something I would really want to do. At least when it's usually on at like 2 in the morning or something. Alright. Come on, keep pointing your finger at him. He'll get the message. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to say we've... I'm curious who we're going to pick, let's say that. Tuchel's apparently called up a load of... Well, I say called up, he's contacted a load of potential players. So, how many of them are actually getting the call up? Obviously, it's going to be about 25, 23, but... I'm curious who they are. I'll check that Kron. Okay, it's not an annoying one. Well, that'll be good, especially with everything going on right now with US and Canada. Granted, it'd be a bit of a damn squid if it was Panama by comparison. Let's do that. Okay. Hey! Oh, I can imagine. Alright, Chris is just taking a few turns. I sent him a message. And we'll wave a hand. Okay, that's Darkside revive, so we've got to kill him again. Can I actually target Jabba now? Well, okay, if I get rid of the taunt, can I target Jabba? They're not letting me test my theory. Chris, you're not going to protect him. Just go away, please. I'm probably going to kill your boss before I actually kill you at this rate. Stand down. Be a good Wookiee. There we go. Nation League, USA and Los Angeles. I know that the Club World Cup's is over there in the summer. That's been controversial over here. Mum's alright. Mum's alright. Just had the car service and MOT today. That was... it wasn't bad or anything. It was just a headache. Don't know about anyone else. It's just one of them things where you're like, I don't really want to be doing this. I think it was 56 there. 57 there. What's the score on here? 234. Hey, I've been keeping track right. Let's see if they've been doing anything. Alright, they took down Leia. They haven't returned to attack Rey. And they haven't attacked Rex 5, so we're looking promising. Just need to see what they've hidden. Yeah, I've got no fancy crons, shall we say. Let's go for that. Alright, let's get rid of OG Ged. Can we smack you? Any chance of a stun? Well, I don't know why I'm saying a stun. Well, I don't think that ability had a stun. Can I stun you? Just for the heck of it, can I stun you? Alright, so I should have predicted that happened. I really should have gone for new Gid rather than OG Gid. But we cycled turns quite quickly, so it's not the biggest of issues. Okay, we've just chipped away at the protection a bit on OG Gid, so that's helpful. It means it's not going to suddenly start whacking us. Alright. Could do with DTMG. Could do with Malgus just keeping his protection on. There we go. Okay, ad break coming in 3 minutes. Once we get through this wall, I'll take a pause. There we go. 2 kills for Gid. Or 2 deaths. I'd say banner-wise, we're looking quite solid here. Yeah, 57. Alright, that was a good front wall. I'm not surprised Lord Vader was there. Alright, back wall. We've seen Lord Vader. Geos were not under plan before. Night Sisters were. Iden was. Rex 5s was. So we can take Django and Dash out. I don't know why the website's doing this. Okay. So I'm feeling quite comfortable here because I did kind of expect Lord Vader to be hiding, so we can do that. And we have actually got Bane free as well. I can't remember, can Bane do Lord Vader? Because I'd be tempted to throw Bane there. Although, maybe there are better uses. Bane can do it. First the question is, do I do... I'm wondering if I do Bane there. Bane's more comfortable there. Alright, I'll run the ad break now, just get it out of the way, and while I'm just musing what I'm going to do, you guys on Twitch, you're going to see some ads. Well, assuming you're unsubscribed. Alright, so... Oh, hang on, let me move my camera a little bit. There we go. Should be able to see my teams and everything now. Rayla's quite a nice prospect to have free. I'm thinking maybe we do... Maybe we stick with that. We do Bane there. And do we just try and maximize banners like this? I mean, arguably, I could throw Raver at that. Did I put Seer down anywhere? Oh, Seer's up there, right. So yeah, we've got a plan for Seer as well. I think this is fair game as far as planning goes. Yeah. I think I'm going to go up north, though. I want to see how we get on that wall, because it seems like our opponent's got stuck. Or maybe he's got stuck. So I think if we clear the north wall, then we know we've got less pressure on the back. Alright, so let's go from most difficult, I'd argue. Alright, so poke the Ezra. Past Slacker. Poke Ben. And let's just light up Ray. Okay. Somehow we didn't get the message on lighting up Ray. Alright, can we light up... Well, not light up Ray, but can we actually just hit her? Okay. How about just giving Ben a good old whack? DI will do. Okay, one down, sadly. Okay, I know we can't do anything there. Maybe I misordered it. Let's just hit... Okay, I can't hit Ray. Let's swipe then. There's the ult. Bye-bye hooks. Okay, they're just going a bit ham for a minute. Sides down. That's fine. Very messy, very, very messy, but we'll take what we get. Alright, next up. The Relic 5s make me think this should be easier than it could be. Let's put GBA in here. Got a bit of health on that. Okay, so tack on. See? Then Link. Link. Okay. Okay. I think I've been told before to do tank tech, that's why I did it, but I'll keep that in mind. I know the first time I did it, I didn't take into account Padawan Obi-Wan's damage at all, and I actually got one shot. So, yeah, I'm still learning this one. At least in terms of being effective at it. Alright, I'd prefer what not to die. For what? Come on, I was going to say, let me link. Because unless I'm mistaken, I can still kill both of them now, even if he resummons. There we go. I need to read Queenie's kit again. I could have sworn there was something in her kit that's prevented cooldown manipulation. But I can't remember if it's just on her team. I know it wasn't as powerful as Leia's. I think it is just on her team when I think about it, because I'm sure I've been doing Traya recently and you can't cooldown increase until Queenie's down. Oh, I don't feel like Master Qui-Gon could be up there with like OG Malgus and Nisa in terms of really slow animations. Like, I do like the flavour of it, but that takes a good second, maybe? Yeah, so it's definitely a slow grind to get to the big hit. I was wondering what it was. I knew there was something, but I couldn't have said exactly what it was. Alright, so they were two Bad Banner battles, but arguably they were the two worst teams left. So, yeah, I'm feeling fine from here. Let's get Thea out, I guess. I don't think I've got a Kron now for it, but I'll be a little disappointed if they take us out. Just realised no army. I'll be very disappointed if they take us out. I'll tell you what, I really need to hide in for the number of times I don't even check the Krons. See Tuskens and I just assume, oh yeah, they've got an Omicron. You know, no one puts down Tuskens if they don't have an Omicron. That's how you beat me in GAC. You don't have to put a tough team down. You just have to make me think you put a tough team down. Alright, have that. 57. There we go. Let's get... I mean, I said JML for this. I really don't want you JML. It feels overkill. I'm going to leave that a minute. Let's get Afra out. Is this the one where Cad will constantly assist? I think it is, isn't it? Alright, let's just do that again. Bye-bye. Yeah, not that impressive card, if I'm going to be honest. I know you like to show off your new fancy Datacron, but it's not that fancy. Alright, I'm going to leave them a minute. Ooh, they have taken one more down. Okay, so they've just got to beat that Ray. Yeah, 98% win rate. That's got to be good enough. Yeah, let's use that. Alright, so drain. And let's just poke. Oh, say poke. Shock. There isn't really an adjective for doing that. Okay. Bye-bye Maul. Okay, so we lose Sass here. To be expected. Okay, sucky, suck. And a 55. Alright, next up. Can I just pull this? Oh, I haven't got the 3v3 squad up. One day, I'm just going to have to sit here and write down a bunch of quads down. Because it isn't hard. A lot of the time, I can't be bothered doing it. Alright, let's smack you with that. Alright, shock them all. Or stun them all. Okay, nice clean 57. We're definitely in overkill territory as far as using Traya here. And nice easy way for us to get our abilities unlocked nice and quick. Yeah, apply some pain, increase some cooldowns. Alright, that's kind of irritating. I get it. I know why, but still, it's irritating. You're a fast zombie, aren't you? I do not want to waste an eye like there. Let's just pop that back there a minute. And again. I'm not timing this well, I feel. Alright, bye-bye. When a Sith ally suffers a debuff, they gain bonus protection. At the start of each Sith ally's turn, dispel the debuffs, gain that. When an allied Nihilus Scion or Talon's health falls below 90%, right. There's nothing there about actual recovering protection. Yeah, a bit of a bum of that, but I just sworn she got protection recovery in that Omicron. I must be imagining things. Alright, they've got Grit, they've got Turn Meter, which they kind of already did anyway. So, 1, 2, and 3. Even if I use JKL up top, I'm not going to need the Kron. Alright, in we go. Ow. Let's pass that to Rad. Yeah, I could do stunning him. I get the feeling he could be annoying otherwise. That's it, go for the fake tank. Alright, let's do that. At this rate, Dark Troop's going to have its abilities back. Well, its action back. Right, even if they recover a little bit here, we should be fine. There we go. Pass that to Rad. Yeah, I don't particularly want Iden countering me up the wazoo. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay, that's not nice. Yeah, Jin here has got some... Sorry, not Jin. Iden here has got some really good damage. Even at Rally 3. I'll take the banner loss, just make sure she's gone. Right, 54. I'm going to say Rex is signing his own. Actually, I was going to say Death Mark, but that really is a bit on the nose, isn't it? Yeah. 54. Again, sloppy banners, but I will take it. So we're in the lead. And I think they've given up on Ray. Actually, that was perfect. Yeah, nice clean 58 there. Another wall down, and yeah, just ships. So, ooh, Rally 9 Kenobi. You don't see many of those, or at least I don't. I'm sure there are a few of you who do. Let's get the Rebels in. Now the banners have gone today, I think we just do this. Try and post a good school. Okay, so Negotiator goes. It's going to do that on Anakin, of course. Would have been nice to have got an assist off Falcon or even Outrider. We'll do the flyby just to make sure we're getting some ult charge. And then we can use that to get rid of Anakin. I've just realised I did say, oh, we'll try and get good banners with the reinforcements or lack of. But I tend to play no reinforcements Negotiator, even if Marauder's here. I think I just forgot. Usually you see a negotiator nowadays, it does have Marauder. Alright, just get rid of that. I mean, fair play, you try and taunt, but I'm not buying it. Nice one. You dropped 3 separate battles to your opponents too, yet somehow won by 40 banners. Wow. I mean, that's props to you, T-Max, first of all, but what I will say, one of the things I'm thinking about when I'm doing my GACs at the moment is that idea of, okay, even if I drop one more than they have, there's always that chance I could still win based on the fact that they're more sloppy than I am. And it is why, when I've just been going through my character battles, I've been thinking, alright, I've dropped a few here, that isn't good. But it's because in my mind I'm thinking, if, like, say this guy was able to clear my Ray, I'd be thinking, alright, there is still a chance they could catch up. You know what I mean? And you don't want to give them a chance there, do you? You want to get as many banners as you can so that even if they did get through, it was beyond them. Whereas I worry that I might leave the door open if they had got something for Ray. And it's a bit like what I'm assuming's happened to you today. Alright, I've got way more reinforcements here than I think I need. Yeah, let's just go no reinforcements. I've never used Leviathan without reinforcements, but why not? I think arguably this is the reason why you would reinforce, for the fact that Leviathan, before it gets abilities, sucks a bit. I'm just kind of playing on the fact that Finalizer sucks. Alright, Finalizer goes. Does Jackal. Let's do that. You want to try that? I mean, it wasn't great banners, really. I mean, 75 is like... It feels like we dropped 2, but... When you think Finalizer isn't that great, it's like... Surely it works, you know? Again, I've never tried it myself, so it's like... Definitely going with feeling rather than knowledge. Oh! I'm glad I caught that. Oh, that would have been embarrassing. I was that busy thinking about what I was facing, I forgot about what I needed. Alright. That never happened. That never happened. Oh. Okay. Anything to confuse me. Alright, let's ripple that away. Bye-bye. 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 Not many feelings in this game that are as nice as just one-tapping a ship. 2066. We're travelling into the future, folks. But yeah, I'm happy with that. Good start to the pair of GACs we've got. Alright, let's get ready for round 2. Outbreak starting on Twitch. But yeah, I'm really pleased with that one. I was hopeful I could get something good there, but even by my own standards, that was pretty clean. Well, okay, clean as in one-shotting, not necessarily clean as in efficiency. But yeah, I'm happy enough. Oh. Is Hotbot down? Maybe not. Might have just been having a moan at me. Alright, apparently there are issues. Oh well. What am I working on here? Not gonna lie, I had actually forgotten what I was working on. I've got Karatech on Mother Talzin and Daka. And you know what? Well, it's here. We'll use this final one to get Zombie done. So I'm a little low on Karatech again, but I've got nothing else that really needs Karatech right now. Even Skifgard Lando's all Karatech'd up. So... And I'm not even working on him, I just thought, sod it, I'll give him some Karatech. So, yeah, I'm feeling quite comfortable here. I've got enough time now to farm some more up, get ready for whatever the next project is. But, yeah, in the meantime, let's hit this milestone here. I don't really know what I'm doing here in terms of if there's a method in how I'm trying to spread them out. That'll do. Oh, it went overboard. Never mind. Alright, just a friendly message, shall we say, to my guildmates. I know we've had some rough times in the last week or two, but if anyone decides to take you scout up to Relic 7 before I manage to get there, I'm going to go hunt you down. Just a friendly warning. As much as I love my Ewoks, I would rather be working on something else, so please, no touching the Yubnubs. They're mine. Alright. So, we got another Grand Arena, and oddly enough, we've also got someone else who's attacked. Okay, I seem to remember this name. We're facing Huge Yang. Okay, yeah, even now it gets a little titter out of me, so, GG's Huge Yang. Ooh, not the website I meant to pop on. Let's try that again. So, comparison. Huge Yang. I'm 11.2, they're 11.9. 284 Zetas to 360. 35 Omicrons to 45. 628 GLs. 180 to 212 Relics. Relic 5 Plus is 160 to 163. Again, I think that's a good one for me. I'm still behind, but I'm not that far behind, and it kind of feels like we're on par in terms of what we're relicking, so again, I think that's nice. Mods, 49 to 43 on 25s, 203 to 163 on 20s, and 368 to 370 on 15s. Okay, we only just dip off at the end there. And rerolls, I'm ahead, so that's nice to see. Just for anyone who's looking on out of curiosity, by the way, these mod schools on Crimson, I'm trying my hardest to improve them, but I'm just not able to really do much without Jabba. So, even though I'd favoured Leia to do next, I may push on with Leia now. Simply because, sorry, not Leia, with Jabba now, for the fact that I need to get Smuggler's Run 2 going. I think that is having the biggest impact on me right now. I might be wrong, but it is my gut. But anyway, the missing Glatis that we saw. Anything else notable? They've got Queen Amidala. I mean, that's good for us. I'm surprised that's the one they missed out on. I mean, they've got Bane, they've got Aaron. I've got the Hotbot score as well. Let me just pull that in. They've got the Great Mothers, but they haven't got Luthen. They've got Ezra and they've got Darkside Vision Rey. Maybe they pick and choose when they do Conquest? Only a $6 Leviathan, that's a big one for us. I mean, if we have to profundity it, then yeah, we're going to have a nice little advantage there. That's a shocker as well. BSF is the fastest character at 320. Darkside Vision Rey's pretty fast. Yeah, I'm not saying I don't get it. I'm just surprised is all. Alright. Get the plan up. Where are you? Grand Arena. Okay, so again, the plan's here, but the plan's useless if we don't know if the plan's worth planning around. And like our opponent on Tammin, they've only done one wall's worth. Alright, Bounty Hunters, Dooku, Lord Vader, GG, and Phasma all knocked in one. No attacks on the fleets. They did hit my Qui-Gon. Okay, the drop. Well, they always like a drop. Okay, this is kind of what I was concerned about. We'll address it. So, Jabba was on the plan. Mon Mothma was not on the plan. Blacker was not on the plan. Boss Nass was, and Enoch was not. So, the only thing that was Jabba and Boss Nass. Let's put the things in that aren't then. I know that Fulcrum's got a Cron, but I don't think that's a very good use of the Cron. I mean, that does feel a bit awkward. Enoch. Right. Immediately I'm thinking what was I going to do with Bane, and I'm immediately removing Bane from Mon Mothma, so actually we found out we don't need it back there either. Alright. Death Wall. Beskar Mando with Cal Kestis. Okay. I'm not saying it's a bad team, I'm just saying that's someone's cooking. We got Dash, we got Lord Vader, which was in the plan. Rey was in the plan. Okay, there's a few changes for sure here. Yeah, the final scene, by the way, is Sana, Nest, and Hondo. Rey, Lord Vader, no Raver. Okay. I think it would be safe to say that they have changed things. I mean, 3 teams as expected. Okay, you know what? I'm going to just remove these as well. We'll keep the majority of things that... We'll just remove them so we can actually plan around it. So, I feel like that's got to stay where it is. I need to make sure I beat Rey, so Slack is the safe one. And tentatively, I'm going to leave Night Sisters on Jabba. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 GLs. Leia kind of got auto-selected there, so it could be Leia or it might not be Leia. So, I'm actually going to remove her just in case. Like, just remove anything that we don't know so that that last spot's free and we can plan later. Right, I'm going to stick with Bo-Katan there. I think that is just a safe counter. Then we've been doing Mon Mothma on Gungan, so that makes sense there. We've got to do Bane on Slacker. I don't think I trust anything else on it. Can't say I know what I want to do about BAM. I was just mulling over the thought of doing DLS, but yeah, I wouldn't really like trying to... Actually, sorry, it wasn't even CLS, it was Malik. Like, maybe I could do a Malik solo or something, but if Cal took enough turns to get his configurations in order, he could one-shot Malgus. That is not nice. Malik could potentially do Sana, if I'm right. I'm pretty sure that is a counter. Sana, Bondo, Nest. Let's just make sure the Datacron is on. Yeah, it's got 100% evasion, all that jazz. I mean, I go back to it. I could have sworn I heard Malgus had... Sorry, Malik could do it. But apparently not. $78% win rate there for DTMG. Have I actually got DTMG here? Yeah, I could make a Remnant team. Like, it wouldn't be a top-notch one, especially with my Ralix, but maybe it could take out that. Definitely want to mull over. They did Malgus. Oh, I'm moving an R in here. Well, actually. Oh, I don't really want to use Malgus though. Oh. You see, I was thinking to myself I could use Malgus, but then I thought, what if the Great Mothers are at the back? I'd be kind of boned. The worst bit is, if Leia's at the back, I'm kind of boned as well, because I wouldn't be able to use Bane on both of them. And it is Seer Ben Ezra, so I can't really... I mean, if I was on my main, I could possibly chance Seer, Starkiller, Malicos here on my main, for the fact they've got the Ralix and the Omicrons, but I'm missing a few on Terran Malicos. What I'm thinking, let's put Malgus there. And then if the Great Mothers are there, we can use Darth Revan. So let's think about the rest without that in mind. So, what's capable of dealing with Dash-Han Chewie? In my mind, that looks towards something like Jedi Knight Revan. Then, even though it's rough scene, 90% there, I'm thinking maybe we got to throw Freya at the Sana. Unless there's something a lot small. I mean, it says there 3 attempts. I don't know if I want chance. Bad batch. Yeah, my gut is saying I've got to go with... saying it, but I don't want to listen to it. Let's have a look at DTMG without Scout. That's 100%, but it's 2 attempts. And more relics. There isn't an Omicron. That's something. Like, there was an Omicron there. Yeah, it looks like the ones that didn't win at least got it down to Hondo. So yeah, maybe we just pencil in DTMG for now. And then... what's this one? Bam. And it's such a kooky comp, this. Bam. This guy just went and said, right, I'm going to use mercenaries, even though I haven't got Balin. And Django. Oh man, I can't even type Django in. No one has done this. Except for this guy. CLS seems safe. Yeah, let's just go CLS. Alright, let's deal with that front wall, and then we'll deal with everything else once we know we're through that wall. Alright, let's crack on. We'll start with this. I haven't got a Rebel Crom, but let's use that. Yeah, let's just do that. And then we can do that. Alright, so not perfect banners, but 66 is fine. Alright, dash. JKR, and I'm hoping we can just do like a plain vanilla JKR lineup here. Because it'd be nice to save JK Cal for... oh. Okay, that was a bit messier than I would have liked. Sorry, I have to work this one out. We won't go for Chewie. Right, Chewie down. Oh, where did the revive come from? Oh, okay. Level 9. Fair enough. I have not seen that one a lot. I say not seen that one a lot. I have not seen it in person. I am just going to beef up Raven. I'm kind of glad I did. It might have been more beneficial just to revive him, but I don't know. Alright, 56 again. I really need to farm some light side crons this time. Just putting me in that awkward spot where I don't really want to be using dark side crons, but I feel like I might have to start using them. Right. Yeah, we don't want to deal with any of that, so let's just get rid of Royal Guard. And then we gotta focus on Lord Vader. Yeah, essentially if we don't deal with yeah, last, he's just going to jack up the entire team. Alright, I'm glad he got DI there. Alright, past that. Actually, you know what? Have that. That's fine. 55. Now for Rey, let's take out with these three. Same as before. Poke Ezra. Swap and poke Ben. Light him up. Wipe Ezra. And you know what? We will do that. Yeah, bye-bye, Rey. I just knew she'd get the whirlwind. Turn order Ezra. Let's stun Ezra. Okay, we're at a fair chunk of crit hits, but I want to just swipe again. Okay, that's fine. I almost have to convince myself it's fine. That's fine, that's fine. We're not dead, it's fine. 50 banners, damn. Okay, this has been an expensive wall. Alright, yeah, this is the iffy one for sure. I think I'll just use that. Alright, well, if we can hit Hondo, let's hit Hondo. there was a reason as well to build up Scout Trooper, it'd be for using this team more effectively. Alright, not good. Then that Hondo's dead, so that's something. Yeah, okay, I'm actually going to submit that because I feel like half of the problem is gone. And I might be able to cheese it with something else now. Not 100% sure on what, but something. I've actually got a nest of my own, but I wouldn't like to really do a nest versus nest. Maybe we could do Finn Zori. I keep forgetting to put that down. Be much better on defense. Right, I need to let her out. Alright, we could be in difficult territory here. That's kind of okay. At least she isn't going to hit us. I've just got to be wary of removing turn meter. I'm also aware that with Rose's Omicron, we stack offense. So there is a benefit to trying to keep hitting it, but we don't want to hit it too much if that makes sense. Just that little balancing act. Okay. Looking promising. Alright, 36. Not bad, that. And they did drop on one of mine, so we're tit for tat as it stands. Okay. Chunky big wall, as far as I've seen. We've got one team from before? Yeah. So Iden remains, but we've now got Commander Luke Skywalker. We've got Veers. That doesn't worry me. Right, Magma Trooper maybe, but that's more a lack of knowledge than anything. Third Sister and Leia. So I mentioned it before, Leia could really screw me over. I'm wondering if there's a way of taking out Darkside Ray. I don't think there is. So, I don't know why I was wording it that way. My thoughts have changed. Maybe we've got to go for JML. If I go... Actually, let's back that up and make sure Ray's in here. This crew, isn't it? There's an ad break incoming, by the way, Twitch folks, so yeah, just keep that in mind. Right, so it is crew. Let's pop crew in. Defense, that makes sense. I need to see what options we got with JML. 59% win rate. We've used Revan, so we can't bump it up to 66. Ezreal could bump it up to 72, but we haven't got him here. So we're kind of stuck with almost a vanilla option. But here we've got to take a shot at it. I'll get this one out of the way early. We'll see if we can get it into at least a clean-up position. You know I'm doing that? I haven't even finished the plan. So we'll have to see what options are available here. I mean... Yeah. The simple reason is I need Bane there. Arguably even see Bane to be efficient, but yeah, Bane can do that, and then we can do C here. We have still got Treya as well. I don't want to touch Treya right now, just in case maybe it can clean something up there. Or maybe not. We've got Iden here who can deal with CLS. We've got Wampa that can deal with Iden, probably. And then Adrad should be able to deal with Veers, even if there is a Magmacron. As for that, I'm going to tentatively say... that with some Terminator should be alright. Maybe. Well, saying that, maybe not. Fulcrum's there, isn't she? Maybe we use something like Seer? Or Treya? Alright. I think we go with that. And you know what? Let's just go straight in with this Ray. I feel like we need to bite the bullet. We need to see what the damage is. So, Jedi. 1, 2, 3. At least we can get the configuration off early, that's something. I need a revision course on Ray though. So, can't be evaded. Revives. First order allies with advantage ignore taunt effects, which is the awkward bit because they can get around taunt. If the ally in the leader slot is Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, whenever he enters aggressive stance, yeah, okay. And then in our nature. Let's start the encounter. If the allies in the leader slot is any version of Kylo Ren, he's untargetable until all enemies have taken a turn or are defeated. Whenever an enemy is defeated, all characters lose 100% turn meter. So essentially, we can't kill anyone until Ray has used an ability. Okay. Now, that is awkward. If I search by protection, that is actually the only one that's arguably better for protection. I need the one with protection. So, unfortunately, I feel like I've got to stick with that. Even though on paper it's not ideal. Okay. Okay. She can take a turn, she's just stunned. That's how I'm looking at it. Okay, she is targetable now. Okay. Let's go over there. Hit her. We'll basic Kylo. And we're going to swap with Knight Luke. Let's pop that there. Okay. Oosh. Okay. Definitely give me EBGBs here. Let's do that. Yeah, that stealth is annoying. And I am actually just going to hold on to the ult for a minute. Let's pass that to Master Luke. Okay, this is not good. Okay, positive. Positive. Okay, I can cope with that. Because we could... It's not ideal, but we could try and clean that up. Let's do that. And that. Okay, I get it, I get it. You're a bit upset. I get it. Let's just smack Kylo a minute. Alright, let's just keep tapping crew. Oof. Just so he doesn't keep using specials, I won't do that to Blacker. Oh, never mind. Okay. Yeah, that was not pretty. Okay, my attempt at a cleanup. My attempt at a cleanup is going to be... hopefully not embarrassing. Dear Malicos. I had to think of the team name then. I didn't have Seer down. I don't think I put Palpatine down. So yeah, we're going to do Seer Malicos. Armor Pen? Let's go for that. Okay, let's just do that for now. Alright, so Starkiller is targeted then. we're still a bit short on stacks for Malicos, so... Oof, okay. Alright, black her down. That is fine. 2-shot there I'm comfortable with. I don't know what to think about this though, because this is now another sketchy one, but... Let's see how it goes. This is arguably also why I'm building up Talzin. Right. Oof. God, this gives me EBGBs. Not the one I want you targeting. Have you got this? You've got the good one. I shouldn't have gone in straight in for this. Okay, let's just hope we don't die. Okay, so far so good. Okay, okay. Auto base it. Yeah, I actually don't mind Jab if you take out Talzin. Feel free. You can get her out, take her out. There we go. And it should be Marin now just soloing. I think. I don't know for sure, but it should be Marin solo. Little alert from my friends. Right now, Jabba could make this difficult. You know, I would absolutely love it if Asajj was able to do more here in terms of actual ramping. Shelby does something, it's just... I don't know. You kind of wish you could do more. Like, actually be on the field. But I think there was a benefit for me taking her to Relic 7 though, because it just meant that she's dealing more raw damage, even if it's not like high hitting damage. There we go. 52. Let's get Mon Mothma in here. Yeah, I thought that was a fair chunk of turn meter. Alright, let's start with that. And then we'll go for the shield. Helps when there's no tank. Ooh. Okay. I don't like that now. We've lost a key component there. Oh. Okay. That's a bad loss. You can do it without Luthen. But I think based on what I've just seen, it would be safer if... sorry, just getting my words out. It'd be safer essentially if you had Phalanx there. Just for the fact that if you've got an attacker, they're able to kill you. Whereas Phalanx is more... Well, yeah, he isn't going to kill you, is he? The worst case scenario, they get a death mark, but usually can get a turn to cleanse it. But, yeah. As soon as I went into a danger area there, Tarpals was just able to capitalise. But no, I don't think you need Luthen. I've done it without Luthen recently. What I do this time, though, I'm not 100% sure. I could try Veers. I mean, there isn't a tank. So in theory, maybe I could just choo-choo train him. Okay, I need to get a stack up. Oof. Yeah. Yeah, I might need to burn out a bigger counter at this rate. We're going to call this a Hail Mary of sorts. We got Ness. I'm wondering if there's something I can do involving her. Just for the fact that she's got no part in my plan. I really need to put her on defense somewhere. So I'm thinking if I throw Ness down, can she do something? Okay, I can't do Hondo. I can do Bam. Okay, so pop that on Dash. You be you, Jar Jar. Don't ever change. Oof. Okay, I don't... Even though she's got all that protection up, I'd just never like to see Deathmark. Ten stacks? Ugh, okay. Alright. If you call that a flavor pick, I actually don't mind that. Not clean, but it's just something... Well, it's cleanish, isn't it? It's not perfect, but in a pinch, it got a job done, so I'll take that. Alright, Enoch. We can afford to go heavy if we want here, but I'd rather not. No, I mean, we don't really need like full-on Sith Empire for this. Okay, so this wall went to hell a little bit, but we still got through it alright. And hopefully we have now got enough for the bat wall. I mean, I'm gonna have to make sure I play... I'm gonna have to check Iden, make sure there's nothing fishy there. And I'm gonna have to make sure I play smart with D versus Raver. I mean, at least we're chipping away at that pretty quick. Bye-bye. Oh, I did forget Mon. I thought we were through this wall. Right, Traya. Okay. Let's focus on Fulcrum, I suppose. She's the one that could give me a headache at the end of all this. Of course, that does mean I've got to get around Kara. Okay, basic. I thought there might be a revive, but we're all good. Alright, so far I've done more than they've done. Again, I'm calling that a positive. I don't think they've turned up since I've been here, have they? It looks like the fleet defense is a bit weak, so we've got that going for us. Alright, let's just double check. Tenacity could be a little issue. We're alright. Gonna say counters are nice. $56. I mean, again, that's not too bad. Adrad. I know Magma Trooper's Kron is crazy. I'm just hoping it's a case of so what? There we go. Just as I hoped. I mean, you guys probably know more about this Kron than me, but I don't think it ever makes imps viable on defense, really. Surely. Alright. What's the base potency for the Iden? 90. Okay, I should be able to resist. Right, I know I'm not a tank here, but let's just pretend I'm a tank. Just that little extra tenacity on the Kron. Yeah, grit shouldn't hurt us. They won't take damage from dots, but they've still lost protection, so that should hurt. Okay, Aiden, you could start getting annoying with that shield. I am just going... Okay, I was planning to leave that off, sure. Sure, I had different ideas. Yeah, there's the shield again. I think we can still do this, it's just an annoying one. Just gotta let one per ramp. Because we're not even trying to do anything to them directly. The shield pops again. Right, roar again. I don't like that, but we'll have to roar. Right, shield. Yeah, there's their shield. 2.5 minutes nearly gone, but Gap can mess with it, but it's not like an impossible battle, it's just a case that you've got to play around the days a bit. I mean, you can see here, we're nearly through shore. Nearly. Okay, cleanse. The thing that's hurting more right now, honestly, is grit. Because we aren't even dealing dot damage, so we're really reliant on Wampa just getting big hits and ramping. And it's a lot of protection up to chew through, really. No worries, Maverick. Hello there. Alright, that's one. Roar. We just keep roaring. Might have timed that a bit poorly, but we'll see. Hey, he's gone! Right. Get you. Next one. Nope. Too early for you. Not for you. Right. Be gone! 58. It's like I say, Scout probably just means that you can't auto it. You've got to play it manual, but yeah, I'm gonna say I wasn't worried. I was more concerned he could get close, and you don't really want that, do you? You don't want to get too sweaty. Right, see? We want what? And I genuinely don't know who we put in, so I know I need set for Bane. GBA is 88. Malak? I think I can actually afford Malak. That's kind of nice if I can do that. me just think. I've done Wampa, I did Iden, I've done Adrad, so yeah, the only other one's Bane, and I'm using Set, so let's go for it. And also, again, tank revive. It's a big no-no, but I might as well use the Chrom. I was going to say, excuse me. His name's what, Tambor? He would like an early turn. You know, please don't be rude next time. I can definitely see that being a benefit for having Malik in here. Ooh. Yeah, Deathmark is yuck. Let's smack. We'll hit Grand. And again. Knows how to be annoying. Alright, let's just yeet and delete. Malik, you've done a great job there. Great job. If ever anyone said to me, what is the best Relic 9 you've invested that you had to invest? I think it would have to be Malik. I mean, what are the other ones? You've got Revan. I don't, you know, we're keeping up with fleet meta. I guess Relic 9 Revan's alright, but I'm not that fussed about it. Same with Adrad. I didn't really want a 9 there. And I haven't actually done any of the ones for Ahsoka, so I can't say any of the Ahsokas are things I've done yet, but none of them scream, oh yes, that's a great R9. So, off the top of my head, I can't think of any R9 requirements after that, but yeah, I think it's just objectively Bane is the best one that you have to do for a requirement. Alright, I'll hang on a minute because we've got an ad break running on Twitch. If I'd have seen it, I'd have snoozed it. Well, yeah, they're attacking as well. I just saw the score go up. Let's just see, what have they actually done anything impactful? They've taken out a fleet and they're attacking my Executor. Okay. Still nothing down here. But yeah, we haven't been clean, that's for sure. I mean, 1 on Sana. 1 on Slacker, 2 on Boss Nass. Yeah, I mean, it's safe to say, if they can full clear, which something tells me they can, then it's going to be rough. I don't think I get the win this time, but we're going to keep trying. Alright, folks on Twitch, welcome back. Let's do this and this. Final Chrom for the final team. Bit of health on there to boot. Alright, time to suck off Leia. Let's do that. Ooh, okay, not fun. I think I'd do the AoE first. Well, the swipe, I should say. That one. Let's get rid of all the damage immunities. Okay, maybe that was not the right call. I'm feeling very awkward here. Yeah. Ripperoo. Definitively we don't win now. Nothing else I've got can even touch it. That's a bummer. I mean, we should be able to blitz the fleet at least. It's where I go back to last week or the week before, whenever it was that MJ was on and said, you know, just do Bane on... Yeah, do Bane on Leia. And I explained my reluctance at the time, and that kind of sums up why, you know... It's not that you can't do it, it's that it definitely doesn't feel like a safe battle. And if I had the choice, I wouldn't have done that. Probably the only way I could have avoided it is if I'd done Bane on Raver. But even then, well, I couldn't have really done Bane on Leia. I'd have had to have done... If I could have moved Malgus to Raver, I could have done C Bane on Leia. That's about as far as we can get in terms of moving things around. Alright, after what happened earlier, I'm inclined to have a little experiment. So, earlier on, we found out that Leviathan can take out Finalizer without reinforcement. Let's see if Leviathan can take out Malevolence without reinforcements. This is officially for science, for those of you who are like, I know the answer to this, I don't know. Alright, can we just knock that one out? Yeah. I know it comes back, but it's the short term that's helpful there. That's fine. Bye-bye. The Force Taunt was not particularly welcome on Dagger there. Alright, we should be able to heal up with the ultimate. Plus we can actually borrow buzz droids now. Interesting angle we chose. Yeah, we lost a bit of health and protection, I think, but no, only one banner technically. 76, I can take that. And then Prof. You know, it's just occurred to me I could have pulled Silencer out of stealth there. Oops. Alright, nice and easy. I mean, I feel like I maxed those as much as I possibly could. But yeah, we haven't got a layer counter, so we're a bit brown bread there. I've cleared Kenobi. They have dropped there, but I don't think that will hold them up much. I don't see that holding them up because they've probably got Seer Malicos for that. Where I'm kind of hoping to see a few more without Ezra in there, especially if people start putting Ezra with Ahsoka. I know it's a weird one to want to see Ahsoka Ezra, but I'm thinking if it opens up Seer Malicos again for Rey, I'm okay with that, because then I can at least move Slacker over to probably the more deserving target, if you like. But yeah. No surprise they've got down Quad May. Alright, I would hang around and watch this, but I'm just not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure if it's worth it. In a weird way, it might be. I mean, don't get me wrong, I know if I face an Ahsoka and lose, I'll probably be really frustrated for saying this, but I think it's just where you hope, isn't it? But I'm bummed about that. I mean, I go back to it, maybe I could have done T-Bane on Leia, done Malgus on Raver, and then something else on Enoch. I think I've just got that used to doing Malgus scraps on Enoch, that it's become like a reflex thing, where you just do it because it's there. Whereas maybe there was something I could have used that was a bit more efficient. And to be fair, they did move a lot of their defense around, so you never know. They might have played that in, you know, they might have had a little research of what I do and think, right, I'll try and catch him out with that. But, yeah, I've got to give Hujan credit as well. They've actually done pretty well in terms of setting defense, making me rethink everything I was planning. That doesn't happen too often, or at least happen as much as it did this round. I'm just having a nosy. This is as much for myself as anything. Have they got Gar and ISC? They've got Gar. That one actually feels a little bit rough. One but not the other. I did check my mods the other day, and I actually did remod. Now I've got my Gar and my ISC up to what I think is a good standard. You look at those mods, you wouldn't think it. 100% tenacity, 142% tenacity. One where I'm thinking, okay, if ever we tried to do a gas match, maybe it'd be alright. I think the fact that the mods aren't perfect could count against me, though. Yeah, it doesn't look like this guy's working on Ahsoka either. Or imminently, anyway. Maybe mercenaries? No, American Shin not there. Yeah, I think the Datacron could help for sure. Hey up Mole, by the way. But like this, it's a counter I would like to try at some point. Hey, they dropped! Woohoo! I need more than a drop. I need it to hold. Like, literally, if that wall falls down, I've lost. But I could hang around waiting, but I'm not entirely sure if they're going to do it. I mean, by the way, if you're young, if after praising you stream snipe me here, I'm disappointed. Like I say, none of this is going to hold. This is not a wall to frighten. So, yeah. Ideally, I need to know this guy isn't going to come back. Oh, he's going again. Let me see, can I post my Tammin score yet? Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming the first attempt was getting the name out, Malicos. So, if he doesn't do it on the second, you would assume that was Starkiller. Oh yeah, just looking on my main, we've done really well. I mean, I'd already got a good score on offense, 26-6, but I think my opponent might have stopped. They've got 1653. And even the max would be 1981, so they can't win. But yeah, they got held up by my Dash and my Sana at the back. I'm happy with that. This is great entertainment, isn't it? I'll tell you what, can I actually create a prediction? You see, can I do it on my phone? 2066, yeah. I can create a poll, but I can't actually create like a prediction. There we go. And I do it, and then we get the hold. Alright. I suppose that was good timing. I've sort of brought it into existence. Alright, so I wonder if they've got a third in them. I think you could say this is the biggest team they've got. Oh, sorry, the biggest team I've got left. Like, you expect Gas to fall, and you expect Qui-Gon to fall. So, try and think, what have we seen? What might they have used? Lord Vader was there. Yeah, they failed on Rey. 2 drops so far. I'm genuinely just scratching my head thinking, right, is there something I'm missing that maybe it'll get a good hold for us? I mean, I didn't get my words out right there at all. What I meant to say was, Rey's obviously my biggest, and I'm trying to think what else they might throw at it. I mean, I'm assuming the first battle was Seer Malicos. Did they have Starkiller on the front wall? I'm thinking they did, or was that my main? No, it was my main that had Starkiller on the front wall, so maybe they've tried Starkiller here as like the second attempt. But there's only Lord Vader on the north wall. Let me just pull this up. Here we go. And this is what we've just faced, essentially. There was Jabba, Slacker, Lord Vader, Rey, and Leia. So that was a very hefty defense in terms of the number of GLs. Oh, of course, yeah, if you tried to see Malco Starkiller, no, pal, true. Yeah, JML's probably the only other one, maybe C? I mean, I'm not saying C could take it, but that's the other thing he's possibly got. D-Bane? Unless you use Bane on Queen Amidala. I don't even know if C-Bane can hold a win against Ray. I would assume they're tanky enough to absorb at least one Whirlwind. But it's the healing immunity with Ben that I assume is the struggle. Oh, they haven't gone in again, so that is something. Yeah, I didn't think it was good. I was just thinking, you know, I can't say I've heard anyone try it, so obviously with reason. I mean, they haven't gone back in. And a bit like Mol says, you know, if you do see a Maliko Starve Killer, you essentially burning a team. If you use JML, yeah, that's not going to do great. What were the other... I mean, JML was the one you were just shouting, but... Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, there's quite literally... I feel like I'm forgetting a GL. I don't know if I am or if I'm just imagining it. Here we go. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Kenobi's the one I was missing. So maybe they did Kenobi on Lord Vader. Because they've got Seer. Well, I'm assuming they got Seer. They've got Bo-Katan as well. What the hell have they burned that on, though? You can see where I'm coming from, can't you? Why I'm just trying to sort of cover bases in terms of... They've got a fair bit. Even if it's not like a guarantee. I don't have Jabba on this account. On my north wall, the only GL was Lord Vader. The only thing I can think is maybe they burned some big teams thinking, oh yeah, there's only 2 GLs and... Sorry, 3 GLs. I've got JMK. How quickly JMK dropped, I forgot he was there. But yeah, maybe... Maybe they did a JMK mirror then, and it could have been Bo-Katan on Lord Vader. Which then, as we said before, leaves pretty much just JML to do Rey. Rey was on defense. Well, I faced it. I used C to take that out. But yeah, I think I would agree with you. Essentially, I just want to rule things out in case I was overlooking something, but yeah, I think we are pretty safe here. Let me get this guy's code. And I'll tell you what, we'll do watch. Okay, so with the attack, it'll get a pop. Oh, he's changed his name. I was confused for a second. I thought, hang on. I was facing Hu Jiang and suddenly it's Get a Life. Is that a hint, sir? You know, you could just tell me in chat to sod off. Yeah, that actually caught me off guard. I was like, hang on, where's your name changed from? Alright. Might as well do this while I'm here. By the way, is everyone else enjoying this smorgasbord of marquee events. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 11 things you can't do. Or at least you can't get rewards from. Yeah, it's... I mean, arguably, at 3-star, you know, if you've got them at 3-star, you don't really need to be able to access it. It's only the one that's out at the moment, the Crosshair one, or whatever it might be, that you need access to. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, the thing is, right, it would be forgivable if you thought that the Radisson Finalizer thing wasn't there for a while now. Like, straight away people were saying this seems bugged. And we're what now, 4 months on? 5 months on? And they still haven't done anything. It's like, come on CG, it might not be the top of your priority list, but can you take 5 minutes out and just sort it? Especially on a lot of the things they do seem to be about keeping this episode era thing going, and it's like, okay, we get it, you've got some things that you want to do for yourself, we get it. Can you do one little thing for us? Personally, I don't think it's like asking for the moon. Also, I was a little bit silly this week. On both my accounts, I took Crosshair to 4-star. And that's only silly because I haven't done it before on my free-to-play. So all my other new Bad Batch are 3-star. Why I decided Crosshair deserved to go to 4, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it's the fact I could take him straight to gear 11. But, yeah, in terms of why, I don't know, but I did it. Maybe I just wanted to reward CG for doing a good thing. You know, like saying, alright, you've done something with a character that's good. Do it again. Let's not forget to join. Alright. What am I farming? Gando. And I was saying earlier, I've kind of used all the car attack I need to get, so I'll just do this. Sorry, are they seriously trying to tell me that there is not a single other form of car attack in any form of shipment whatsoever? I think we all know that isn't the case. Just snooze that ad break. I would have clocked off straight away here, but I'm thinking I might as well just do at least Crimson before I clock off. Still a touch silly, right, but I will always have a soft spot for Military Might as an assault battle. It was the first one I was able to do CT3 on. Maybe I was able to do the Jedi one on my main, but yeah, at CT3 of Military Might I was able to do very quickly. I think 3PO and Chewie was one of those marquees I actually gambled on a little bit. Like, at the time, CLS was my main team, and I felt like I really did put investment into him. Hey up, K-Debug, how you doing? I'm doing alright. We've won my mains GAC, and as far as I know, I'm still winning on my free-to-play. Yeah, my opponent hasn't turned up again. I think they've given up on Rey. Here we go to catch them. Win a battle with Cody on your squad. Alright, let's go and do a battle with Cody on the squad. I mean, we're assuming this is a one-shot. Oh, no. Cody, I'm disappointed. I mean, I know you're Cody, you're not like Rex, but I'm still disappointed. That's better. Let's claim it. Alright, that's nice. What other things do I need to do? Galactic War? Funny, I'm going to do that, but purely because I haven't been to the web store, it's asking me. Alright, shipment's cool. Funny, it's how the game decides, right, now the shipments are here. Alright, I thought I had like a little pop in then. You know, like a chat window opening or something. I will say, right, if you're talking 12, or nearly 12 hours, yeah, I would say that isn't actually too bad. I mean, when you think, when they first came out, it was quite literally a day battery.
Yeah.
And I think mine is about a 2-day.
Yeah.
But maybe 2 to 3 day, depending on use. So, you're probably getting good mileage out of it, to be honest. It might be one of them things like, it's like you're watching a kettle boil.
Yeah.
You know, you're kind of watching it, it's going quick because you're watching it, if that makes sense. Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always. I know you don't. You don't want to sleep in it, do you? Maybe. Yeah, just put it on charge. Get up. Ah, no, don't worry. Mum's watch battery keeps. I wouldn't say keeps. I think she's concerned it's got bad battery life, and I'm like. Not tricky to test, but it's one of those where you want to see how bad it actually is, you know what I mean? Alright, we've just used a fair chunk of Mark II. I like this, I've been using a lot of these lately, so just being able to catch up a little bit with them. Alright. All sorted. Okay, so I am going to clock off, but I want to just do something for those of you who do follow Marvel Snap, or at least follow what I might put out on Marvel Snap. Let's just see if I get anything good here. Yeah, 200 credits, it's alright that. Let's just have a look, see if there's anything in the variant store. I'm not going to do anything more, I'm not going to play a game or anything, but I would just like to see if there's anything good before I clock off. By the way, that poll is still active. I think it's still active anyway. I just only asked for it to run for a minute. It's still going. Yeah, that's balmy. Alright, yeah, let's just chat this. Yeah, genuinely, just then I was thinking if mine was bugged. I will say I would like that. You know what I mean? That is kind of a nice Shuri. Nice and colourful. Even the sage there isn't bad. I'm not a big fan of the dinos. Yeah, no, not a big fan there. I've seen that before. I've got the album for Besh. I'm trying to work on it, but I'm not like jumping up and down over that one. I suppose if it meant I could actually get a piece of the album done, it wouldn't be bad. Any new OP cards? Agamotto, the Season Pass card, no surprise, is pretty good. Let me go wide on here. So yeah, where is it? Agamotto. You shuffle 4 Ancient Arcana into your deck. And 1, 2, 3, 4 cost. And the cards that don't have power because they are banished at the end of the turn. So new mechanic, and they're pretty good. I mean, this one puts Agamotto in your hand with an extra 3 power, or it just gives it 3 power. The 2 cost inflicts an enemy card with -5 and moves it to the right, or it'll just inflict it. The 3 cost gives you +4 energy, and the 4 cost transforms all of the other cards in the location into the highest power one. So yeah, it's pretty busted. The newest card is Starbrand. It's a Sauron card, so your opponent has +3 power at each other location. I played it the other day and I didn't have much luck, but saying that, it feels like everyone was playing Shang-Chi. There might be an OTA today as well, and I don't think they put it out yet. I've got a feeling Hala's going to get a nerf because she is actually kind of busted again. It's all down to Scar getting a change. He's 7/12, and because of that, you can discard Scar and Death, and they'll be higher than Hala. It makes me think they might have to adjust the costs of some of these cards. Maybe have a Hala as a 7 or an 8 cost, because I don't know how you do that and actually play her, but it just feels a bit like Scar and Death have just really helped that Death. And then you've also got Adam Warlock with a buff. Where is Adam? I don't know if I've got a deck with Adam in it. Here he is. So Adam now is draw a card if you're winning here. Otherwise, +1 power. Not the most OP thing, but it's better than he was. And we did also get another draw card last month. If I can find him. I've gone too far down. I think I have. Yeah, here he is. Thaddeus. Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross. If your opponent has any unspent energy, draw a card with 10 or more power. So, got a red alt flavour to it, but he's an alternative to Adam if you want him in a Hala deck. For sure, there have been some good cards. Maybe not the most flavorful in the last month or so, but some interesting ones. A banana split, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to get these done. This is one of the reasons I enjoy playing it, try and get the albums completed. Like, I like that one. I think that's a good one just to sort of say, hey, I was lucky. I want that one so bad. I just have not seen that death. And arguably, I'm going to hold my gold for it. I missed the chance the other day to get Scarlet Witches done, so that was a mistake on my side. I did get Malekith the other day, so it means I only need 2 more to get to 2,000 tokens. Not bad. No idea whenever I would use this emote, but something. And yeah, we got to 2,000 credits a while ago for that. And we got the death card recently. So now it's just this emote. I'm a sucker for an emote. I mean, Nebula and Dino popped in my store the other day, but I didn't pick them up. I think Beast has been as well recently. Yeah, you only got so much gold. Oh, we got Uncle Ben, by the way. Yeah, Uncle Ben. When this card is destroyed, replace it with Spider-Man. It came in the game with Laufey. Deal 1 power from each other card here. And Gorgon. Your opponent's created cards cost 1 more. So, Arishem counter. Yeah, a few interesting cards, but I think arguably the Season Pass cards have been the most busted. Generally looking to try and remember if there was something that was like crazy good. Ares was kind of good on release. Brought Surtur back up in the meta a bit. I mean, it then got pushed down and like got nerfs. Yeah, I got Bullseye that month. Bullseye's really stepped up in the meta. Moonstone's been pretty good. As the ongoing effects of your 1, 2, and 3 cost cards here. And yeah, Victoria Hand, another one. Your cards that were created in your hand have +2 power. There are a few interesting ones, but you can kind of tell that things like this, I haven't split it, I haven't played it much. So I could do with trying a few decks, but I don't really know what to do. I need to get to Infinite still, I'm at rank 90. So I've fallen behind. Okay, let's go here. I spent more time than I meant to on that. Alright, so let's see what we're going raid into. And if I can end this poll, I will, because yeah, it's not doing much. There we go. Okay, so let's get a raid launched. Actually, saying that, I didn't realise there were only 4 people here, so with greater respect, I'm not going raid. I always find it cringy when just a couple of people raid. So, yeah, I'm going to leave it there. But I'll be back tomorrow night. We'll do Gax as always. And maybe we'll do the raid if it's available. I might start early. So with that in mind, folks, I will see you tomorrow night. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye for now, folks.